Dun 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 dun. Hello again, Fiber Spider back again with another origami tutorial for you. And today we're going to be making a little fish. Yeah, I know I did the intro to Jaws, but it's a cute little guy. Yeah. And absolutely love how easy and graceful these are. They're gorgeous. And I made him a little friend as per usual. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful little fish. And actually, this paper that I used is kaleidoscopic. So, and one of my viewers was kind enough to send this to me, and I thought this would be perfect for this project. Now, today we're going to be using some plain origami paper so that you can see the folds more easily. But yeah, little pizzazz with the paper goes a long way, don't you think? I think this one is my favorite, actually. Absolutely love it. All right, so without further ado, we'll get started. All you need is a square piece of origami paper. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, so if you want your fish to have the colored side outwards, you need to start with the colored side facing down, and then fold your piece into a triangle. Hope all of you are doing really well today. I'm doing fabulous. Squeaky. There we go. Now, unlike a lot of other origami pieces, we're not going to open it and then do another crease. No, we're going to fold this in half again to make another smaller triangle. There we go. Now, with these 2 points at the top, okay, you don't want it to be like this with the closed end at the top. You want the 2 points at the top there. We're going to do sort of half of a kite fold. So this edge along this edge. So be sure you have those 2 points right there. And fold. Get a nice crisp point. Okay, and then unfold that. Alrighty. All right, now, so from here, we're going to take the top layer and we're going to fold it down in this direction here. Now, this little area here is going to form the tail, okay? And what we're going to do, I'm going to go slow. This line here needs to match up with this point down here. And it's easier to see when we flip it over. So I'm going to go to approximately there, okay? I mean, you can make your tail really big or really small, but I think about half-ish of an inch, roughly speaking. So I'm going to hold my piece like that, because I don't want it to go any further than that. And then on the other side, line up this point with the line, and then we can start creasing. So we don't want to go all the way to the point because this little projection is going to be the tail. So we can crease this down. and then turn your piece over. So you just need to be sure that this point lines up with this crease line here. And this is why I said before we're using, plain origami paper as opposed to one with a funky print so that you can see what we need to see. So from here, we're going to fold this down along this line. And we can match up what we're doing just by matching up our triangles like so. Just matching it up, going with symmetry. So it is the same on both sides. And that is actually one of the trickier parts of this piece, because it's sort of eyeballing it a little bit, and also, like I said, this is where, you can make the tail bigger or smaller. Now we're actually going to give the tail some more symmetry and definition. So along this line here, just going to fold our tail back, make it a little easier to do the next step. And then open. And then we're going to open this and push down and sort of sink it inwards along these creases here. So that it is flush with this edge. And then this side. And sort of scooch it down and in. There you go. So basically just sort of scooting that inwards. Now for the other side of the tail, now this is actually 2 layers. So separating the layers. And then we're going to pinch this. Sorry, we're going to pinch this closed. I have a bit of a malfunction going on here. There we go. And pinch it closed. And there we go. There's a little tail. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to work with the rest of our fish. Give him some fins, a defined head, and there you go. Okay, so from here, going to fold this edge down to the bottom edge on both sides, just the front flap. And I always like to go about it this way. I always find it's easier to fold away rather than towards me. Don't ask me why. It's one of my idiosyncrasies. And then do the same thing on the other side, just folding down. Or up, as the case may be. Okay, so now we need to sort of invert these 2 little guys up here. So to do that, open up your piece, take just this front one here, and scooting it down. Now we need to go to this point, but also have this edge line up with this bottom edge here. So not going any further than this point here, and then lining up the fin with the side here. Start to pinch down. And then this edge needs to line up with this edge here. So, and you can use this center crease as a guide. So we're sort of smushing and aligning at the same time. So basically, what we did was we opened, folded down, aligned, pinch, fold over, and smush. Okay, so we're going to do that on the other side now. So open, folding down to this point, and align. And also you can use these as a guide up there. And folding in half along this line. And smush. It does take a little bit of practice and a little bit of patience, but you can do it. All right, we're approaching the tail end. We're almost there. All right, so right now we're going to get rid of the fish's chinny chin chin. These 4 points here. Now, one way that you could go about it actually is to take these two and fold them in, just basically folding them down and in along that edge there. That's one way of doing it. And it is a bit easier, and it is acceptable. So I'm going to show you this way first and show you how it looks. So yeah, you can just sort of fold these in along his jawline, okay? And you can fold those in and give it a good crease. And there you go. That's one way of doing it. However, what I did with these guys is I did some reverse folds. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that as well. It's a little bit more fiddly, but I think it looks a little bit more polished. That's just me personally. So I'm going to unfold those. And so we're going to take those creases that we actually made, and we're going to utilize them and sink this inwards, again, along this edge here, and pinch it and smush it so that it is inside of itself, like so. And then do the same thing with this next one. Sort of like a little accordion. Okay, and I'm going to do the Same thing on this side over here. There we go. And then one more. Yeah, if you do those preliminary creases, it does help, believe you me. Alrighty, so he does not have a little chinny chin chin anymore. And so now we're going to work on his little fins here. Now you could leave them just like this if you want him to have a more streamlined look. Personally, I think he looks better with little flippers. Alrighty, so let's get to that. Okay, so for the fins, this is actually pretty simple in comparison to what we just did. Basically, taking the little fin, and then we're going to fold this edge along this edge here. So just folding this down. Like so. Okay, and then opening it up, and along that crease that we just made, going to smush it down and flat. And it gives the little fin a little bit more volume, a little bit more dimension. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. So taking this and then folding it down along this edge here. And also you want them to line up if at all possible. And then open. And smush down, lining the little fins up. And there you go. A cute little fish, little guppy, little koi. Absolutely adorable. And actually, I had made a couple of others as well, actually. I wanted to show you them real quick. So I got this. This was my first one that I had made, actually. Now you can see that the tail is considerably bigger. And it's roughly the same size paper, but you can make bigger tails, definitely. The initial fold that I did where you have to look at both sides of the piece, it was a considerably bigger end that I was working with. And then the next one that I did, it was considerably smaller. It's a rainbow trout. And so you can see, yeah, big difference. And it's the same size paper, but you can get a very, very, very different effect based on what you plan on doing with that tail. Looks sort of like he has little sad eyes. But he's a happy fish. And then last but not least, I did one more. And this was beautiful paper that was sent to me all the way from Japan. It's got beautiful inclusions. It's got a very nice, natural, rustic look to it. So yeah, that is today's tutorial. And I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, give a little thumbs up button down below. You know that I appreciate your appreciation. And stay tuned for more, because whether it's origami, crocheting, knitting, audiobook narrations, or video game playthrough on my other YouTube channel, Fiber Spider Games, check it out. Yeah, I'm always posting, and I love to see you guys here and to hear your comments as to what you guys think of these cute little projects that I keep doing for you guys because I love doing this so very much. So, listen, until next time, everybody, until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay folding and caffeinated, and stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.